all the stuff that lets you sleep at night when the wind picks up and the job has gone live. Hacky has just announced a new Swiss subsidiary, Hacky Safety SA, based in Phoenix in the canton of Geneva. We've been following the aftermath of the catastrophic high-rise fire in Hong Kong. We're losing the middle layer of this industry. Supervisors, contracts managers, ops managers and clients are part of this problem. All right, let's get into some proper gear nerd news on the lift, because ringlock is on a serious tear-up. The latest global numbers say the ringlock segment is set to jump from about $1.1 billion in 2024 to roughly $1.56 billion by 2032. That's around 5.6% compound annual growth just for this one family of system scaffolding. In other words, ringlock. The world is buying a lot more of the kit you and I are building with every day on sites across the world. And the reasons are exactly what you feel on site. It goes up fast, it's truly modular, and it fits perfectly with tighter safety rules and clients who actually want engineered temporary works instead of a that'll do lash up. No leaners here. Clear nodes, tested ledgers and braces that work, proper design support, all the stuff that lets you sleep at night when the wind picks up and the job has gone live. On the brand side, the big four shaping this space globally are Layer, Brand Safeway, APAC and Piri, the heavy hitters of system scaffolding, the bosses of ringlock. Across the wider construction scaffolding market, Layer and Piri together hold about a 12% share, with Brand Safeway adding a similar chunk. Taken together, those three control something like a quarter to nearly a third of global system revenues as of this year. These are big boys, and this is big bucks we're talking about. What a great system.
Tired of hearing, "We'll pour once scaffolding's ready"? We can't tie steel till that gets moved. Ours goes up fast, adjusts clean, through space. Your team keeps moving. Ask for project examples.
Around them, you have other serious players, ULMA, Ultrad, Step Up Scaffolding and more, all pushing lighter aluminium ranges, smarter accessories and better engineering to give you more capacity with less weight and less grief. ProScaff have a sexy alley system that's worth checking out. Pure alley, less wear and tear on the body, more gear on the lorry. So if you're out there raising standards and dropping decks, you're not just doing another day's graft. You're right in the middle of a market that's growing fast and getting more technical every year. The components flying out the factories. The future of scaffolding is engineered, modular and ring-locked, and scaffolders who know how to get the best out of these systems are going to be in demand for a very long time. In other ring-lock news, Qatari, the Portuguese-based system scaffolding manufacturer, now sits under the Industrial Solutions umbrella, the same group that owns Doka and APAC. While each brand continues to operate independently with its own systems and market focus, this move further strengthens Dash's position across formwork scaffolding and industrial access solutions globally. It's another sign of the ringlock and system scaffolding market continuing to consolidate around some major international players. Let's hope Qatari keep making their own products. Their products are high quality and beautiful. On this segment of the lift, we want to pause the news cycle for a moment and pay tribute to someone who has been a huge presence in our industry across the world and a personal hero of mine with Scaff Champ, Victor Vorenov. Victor has stepped down from his role at Layer Baltic at the end of January, drawing a line under 15 years with the company that he himself has described as the best 15 years of my life. In that time, he has helped build Layer Baltic into a genuine regional powerhouse, serving Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, Iceland and Ukraine. and proving project after project that good engineering, good systems and good people can solve almost any access problem. He's always been far more than just a director. Victor has been a relentless advocate for quality and innovation, backing developments like Layer's lightweight LW components, even when he was sceptical originally about how the market would react, only to see customers adopt them at pace across the region. Victor is not just a participant, but a key leader and founder figure in the BSA, the Baltic Scaffolders Association. This is an association focused on training, safety, development. Victor has been a founding and senior leader of that association, and it's recognised in industry circles for its role and his role in creating and driving initiatives and collaborations like Scaff Champ. He has pushed research and development, championed new ideas on sites, built long-term relationships that have delivered some very big, very complicated schemes. One of his clearest visions is Scaff Champ, a competition that was an idea from the start that he made, which he nurtured from a local concept into a truly international event. Today, Scaff Champ inspires and motivates scaffolders across the world, giving teams a platform to test themselves on. The Scaffolding World Championships, a place where I get to call him boss. Victor's leadership also extends into something much deeper and much more personal. Support for scaffolders caught up in the war in Ukraine through a new initiative called Scaffolding Heroes. He is helping to shine a light on scaffolders who have been fighting, documenting their journeys, helping them and looking ahead to how they can use their skills to help rebuild that country when the war is finally over. The aim is not just charity, it's dignity, opportunity and belief that our trade can be part of that country's physical and social reconstruction. And Victor is right at the front of it. This is a charity close to my heart now. Thank you, Victor, for this. And as I said, I'm willing to support. Go online and find out more for yourselves. He's also championed education for the next generation, working with universities and training bodies in the Baltics and Ukraine to bring young engineers and scaffolders into this industry as a serious technical global career. Even as he leaves Layer Baltic, he's made it clear he will stay connected to Ukraine and continue supporting partners and projects there through these incredible difficult times. Scaffolding Heroes. Check it out. Victor is a man with a vision again. So from the lift, from myself, Dr Scaffold, and from everyone who has built with Layer Baltic kit, been lifted by Scaff Champ, or been moved by the Scaffolding Heroes stories, Victor, thank you for the projects, for the competition, for standing with Ukraine, and for reminding us that great scaffolding is always there. It's always at the heart of things, and it's about great people. It's about a vision, and it's about driving it on. Thank you for motivating. Keep doing what you're doing. We wish you luck in everything you do, Victor. The lift is produced and shot by me in my own home studio. I apologise if it's rough and raw. It's a bit like me. Do you know what I mean? But what I do need and what we want is all of your sexy project videos. We want to spread the love around the world, everything to show the world's greatest trade in its best light. Please send us your videos, news stories, new products, any innovation you've got. We want to share it here, and we want to share the story of scaffolding with every scaffolder around the world. And if you're not a scaffolder, I pity you, but you can jump on board. Please look in the comments, use the email available, send us what you want, and let's use it. We don't want negatives. I don't want stupid pictures of people trying to kill themselves carrying 20 long or any crap that other people have on their shows. This is positivity and love. Please send us your positive videos, like and share, and please comment on this video. Check us out whenever you want. Thank you.
Hi, Sina hier von Brauns Gerüstbau. Wir sind hier fast bei derselben Location wie beim letzten Mal, wieder auf dem Projekt eines unserer Kunden hier in Deutschland. Wir stehen hier vor einem 20 Meter hohen Treppenturm, den wir mit einem Systemgerüst natürlich von Leier hier aufgebaut haben. Da es von unserem Kunden hier nicht gewünscht ist, dass wir in die Fassade bohren, wurde das ganze Gerüst mit einer Stützkonstruktion ausgestattet, sodass wir trotz der Höhe von 20 Metern die gewünschte Stabilität erreichen. Außerdem wurde hier ein großes Auffangdeck installiert, sodass der Weg darunter und eben die dort laufenden Personen vor eventuell fallendem Material geschützt sind. Zusätzlich haben wir an den jeweiligen Treppenenden größere Plattformen installiert, sodass man hier mit genügend Platz aneinander vorbeilaufen kann.
What's up, Doc?
Are you not entertained?
And now, time for some positive expansion news on the lift. And this one comes from Switzerland. It's not about chocolate. Hacky has just announced a new Swiss subsidiary, Hacky Safety SA, based in Vorenov in the canton of Geneva. This is not just another sales office, it's part of a deliberate growth strategy to get much closer to customers in a market known for some of the strictest construction safety requirements anywhere in Europe. By setting up on the ground, Hacky is aiming to support Swiss projects with local stock, local expertise and faster technical input on complex temporary works. Whether that is facade access, bridge systems or safer stair towers on tight urban sites, it also plugs into their wider push on digital tools and design, supporting in the right language at the right time, trying to help the scaffolders of Switzerland. Now on the lift, some proper good news for me and all of you. It's real scaffold content. Scaff Champ 2026, team news is out and the lineup's looking huge. Scaff Champ, powered by Leia, is back in Vilnius on the 5th and 6th of June with 20 teams from around the world competing. 2 full days of celebration of scaffolding. The organisers are promising more than 150,000 live stream viewers and over 600 industry guests on site again this year. So if you're on that deck, the whole scaffolding world is watching. Among those confirmed teams is one that's very close to my own heart, AK Scaffolding. Returning to represent the UK again this year. I'll be there with the crew in person, same as in America. We've already shown what we can do under pressure in Las Vegas at the SAIA Scaffold Builders Competition. And now that experience, added to Scaff Champ last year, is coming back to the arena of Scaff Champ. It's going to be safety, same commitment, doing things the right way, but now a whole season of competitive scaffolding and training behind them. The lineup also includes the big story from last year, RNDV Industries, champions in 2025, who took the title on home soil in Lithuania. They did it with a clean, fast build and dismantle and walked away with both the overall win and the Health and Safety Award. Having the reigning champions back on the field sets a high bar. Everyone else knows exactly what standard they're going to have to hit if they want to take that crown. It's like turning up to a cup final and seeing last year's winners already warming up on the pitch. But M Project's serious contenders are going again. Can they get their crown back? What a lovely team, beautiful people. They've won before, they were second last year. They're going to go again and try. On top of that, Scaff Champ is leaning hard into the future of our trade. We've got a dedicated apprentice team on the roster, a crew of young scaffolders stepping into the same arena as the seasoned pros, showing that this competition is not just about who's the fastest today, but about inspiring the next generation to take scaffolding seriously as a technical global career. When those apprentices stand on that same deck as the world champions, you can bet it changes how they see themselves and what's possible. Can't wait to see the videos. Congrats to Andrew at Advanced Scaffolding NI, with Ross and Davey at iScaff Scotland. Pure genius. Go the A-team. Let's see what they can do. And that's the beauty of Scaff Champ. You've got champions like RNDV returning to defend their title, seasoned outfits from across Europe and beyond, including America, and now AK are going to be in the mix, all side by side with an apprentice team hungry to prove they belong there. It's a scaffolding as a sport, as a craft, as a community all at once, the world's greatest trade. We'll be following the build-up closely here on The Lift as I'm an ambassador, and we'll bring you the full AK special as we've done before, as we get closer to June. Training stories, system talk, and what it actually feels like to go up against world-class crews with the cameras rolling. Until then, if you're a scaffolder listening and watching this, consider this your nudge. Get Scaff Champ 2026 in a diary, because your trade is going on show, as it does every year. This is the World Championships. Be proud, everybody across the world. Get yourself to Vilnius in Lithuania. It's a beautiful place. Use the code DRSCAFF for a good discount. That's Dr Scaffold out. Let's watch and enjoy over the next few months. On The Lift, we've been following the aftermath of the catastrophic high-rise fire in Hong Kong, and there is finally some movement on one of the key issues: the netting wrapped around the scaffolds. In late January 2026, the first consignments of new scaffold netting that have been rigorously fire-tested began going up on construction sites across that city. These new nets are arriving almost 2 months after 168 people lost their lives in a blaze at a housing complex under renovation in Tai Po, where flames raced up the exterior of the bamboo scaffolding and combustible mesh. Investigations later revealed that the site and hundreds of other projects were using nets that simply weren't fire retardant. They weren't tested for high-rise, high-density conditions. Hong Kong's Construction Industry Council has centrally procured 12,000 compliant nets so far and has already distributed about 3,000 to active sites, with a total order of 50,000 due to arrive in phases by the middle of this month. That's a big organised step in the right direction. Standardised tested materials pushed into the supply chain quickly instead of leaving it to chance at site level. But as a positive as this is, it cannot end the conversation. Fire-rated netting is needed and helps everywhere. They sit across a system in Hong Kong, still heavily relies on traditional bamboo scaffolding around high-rise residential blocks. The Tai Po disaster showed in the harshest way possible how bamboo mixed with combustible nets and dense occupation can combine into a lethal vertical chimney. If we're serious about preventing a repeat, the next phase has to be deeper. Tightening enforcement, improving design, and over time, phasing out bamboo on high-risk facades in favour of engineered metal systems and tubing fitting, whatever it takes, so that we know that it'll be robust. The nets are a start, and credit where it's due, but for a city that builds in 3 dimensions, extreme density of population and buildings, scaffolding standards now need to move to the next level permanently. They need to learn from this, and they are. Let's keep going and let's not have any more loss of life. And now, from Hong Kong to New York, scaffolding isn't just a technical issue. It's shaping how cities feel. And nowhere is that more obvious right now than on Manhattan's Upper West Side. New York has what residents are calling a persistent scaffolding challenge. On West End Avenue alone, over the last 9 months, 19 sidewalk sheds, as they call them, have come down. But 5 new ones have gone up, leaving only 4 clear blocks in a nearly 40-block stretch. It's turned into a kind of urban whack-a-mole game. You celebrate that one shed's down, and then turn the corner and find another one has gone up. At the heart of it is New York's 45-year-old facade safety law and the way building owners can drag out repairs while the structures just sit there, rusting into the streetscape. Council member Keith Powers is now pushing for a serious reset. His proposals would let the city step in and take over facade work when owners stall, extend inspection cycles for newer buildings, so you're not throwing scaffold up unnecessarily, and modernise the design rules for these sheds so they're safer, lighter on the street, and less of a wall between people and their neighbourhood. The public is more than ready. A recent poll in New York said that 71% want the scaffolding laws overhauled, and 77% say these structures are hurting their daily lives, blocking light, trapping rubbish, making the streets feel less safe. That's not an argument against scaffolding, it's an argument against bad policies and endless unmanaged temporary works. For us in the trade, there's a clear takeaway. Good scaffolding is about time as much as safety and design. It has to go upright, but it also has to come down on time. New York's battle with these perpetual sheds is a warning to every big city. If you do not align your law and your enforcement and competent contractors, temporary access stops being a safe solution and becomes a permanent problem. Watch and see what happens, but it will be sorted, I'm sure. Finally, on the lift, here's a global scaffolding issue we need to stop dancing around. We're losing the middle layer of this industry. Supervisors, contracts managers, ops managers and clients are part of this problem. Across Europe, the US, the Middle East, I'm seeing the same thing. More program pressure, more paperwork, more liability, but not more time, not more money, and not more support. Clients want zero risk, impossible, zero delays and perfect safety, while pushing responsibility further down the chain and squeezing the people who actually make sites work. The result? Burnt out supervision, rushed decisions, and gaps in the leadership on site. And that's when accidents happen. If clients genuinely care about safety, they need to start valuing competent supervision properly, not just writing it in the contracts and hoping it appears. You can't keep asking more from the middle layer without putting something back in. It's not sustainable, and it's a risk to the industry we can't afford to ignore. The next generation aren't going to want to be supervisors and managers if there's no money in it and it's just a stress head job. The clients are bashing us. They're bashing the contractors. It's all about the bottom line. Sometimes we need to fight back. They're part of the problem. Let's be part of the solution as scaffolders. Come together and let's unite and support each other, because this problem ain't going away. Thank you so much for watching. That's the end of the episode. We are looking for a major sponsor of this podcast so that we can do more work getting around the world, getting videos, getting stories out there of the world's greatest trade. Please get in touch if you wish to sponsor us. Scaffs, together we're stronger. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe.
The time sponsored by Accurate.